Hello, everyone. My name is TJ Blaque. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be talking about mindfulness and, just talk about mindfulness and, why we all should be mindful for, who we are as people. Because I know from experience how hard it is to always be positive and not dwell on the negativity, negative thoughts. Because, I'm someone that grew up with, low self-esteem, someone who, as a kid, beyond the autism spectrum, I often had a lot of insecurities because of my challenges, with fitting in with people, and just being positive about myself, being kind to myself. That's something I struggled with from my whole childhood, and even as a adult right now, I struggle to fit in with people, and I often let myself doubt and negativity get the better of me, and also fear of taking risk, even with started a YouTube channel, which I've done recently. I was afraid of doing that because I was constantly worried about what other people would think about me, and I just didn't have the confidence to do it in that point in my life. But since I've been journaling and just been working on myself one step at a time, getting back into working out, trying to be more positive and kind to myself, I've taken that step, into creating my YouTube channel, talking about mental health, and another channel where I review books. So first and foremost, I would say the best tips for being mindful is to really journaling, like writing stuff down. For me, I've been journaling for the past month, since August. I have a gratitude journal right here, and it's been really helpful for me. Like every morning, like most days, I still have days where I forget, or I just have to get up in the morning for school. But most days I've been using this gratitude journal, and it's been helping. The first page, there's some questions like, what do you want to achieve over the next 15 weeks? And I said, I want to improve my self-confidence, practice positive affirmations, and prioritize my self-care. And top 3 goals, just 3 goals I can think of at the top of my head. Positive self-talk, because I'm someone that struggled constantly with negative self-talk. And the crazy thing is, though, about that is the human brain, we have 80% of our thoughts are negative. And when I found this out earlier this year through one of my therapy sessions with a previous therapist, I was very surprised. But at the same time, it didn't surprise me all that much, because I'm someone who had so many negative thoughts, and honestly, I thought I was one of the only few people that have those negative thoughts, and it drove me crazy to the point that I just became so anxious, and I withdrew from a lot of people, family and friends included, and I just wasn't happy, especially last year when I had my previous job as a bone worker. I just wasn't happy because honestly, I just felt like I didn't feel good enough, and I wasn't happy about my job. I was a bone worker. I had to clean up manure, bird shit. I had to throw out dead birds, do a lot of manual labor, and I just kind of felt trapped. I felt like a slave, honestly. And when I quit my job, I kind of felt like I needed to do some other stuff. But after that, there was a lot of setbacks, and personal stuff went on. But anyways, I would say definitely journaling helps. Just writing down your goals, small goals, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be small goals. Like, for example, you want to get up in the morning. You want to get up around 7 or 8 in the morning. Go to bed at a reasonable time. Turn off your phone before 12 midnight, which is what I've been doing. There's still nights where I struggle to turn off my phone, but it's been better. For the past month, I've been getting more sleep. Most nights I get at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. A couple times 8, but I mostly get 6 to 7 hours, which is good. It's better than just 4 to 5. Because the human brain, we need sleep to to feel happy, and it's good for our health. If we don't get a lot of sleep, it's bad for our health, our physical and mental health. And it's hard to do daily tasks if you don't get much sleep at all. And especially if you're someone that has insomnia, it's hard for you to focus on daily tasks like doing chores or even going to work or school. Being ready at time in the mornings. Even me though, but because I'm not a morning person. I'll admit that. Even like now, I'm still not a morning person. But I'm slowly getting into the habit of doing things I don't like to do, things I hate fucking doing. And one of the things I dread the most is waking up in the morning at 6 or 7 in the morning. I hate. I'm not a morning person at all. I'm someone who prefers to always just be asleep in the mornings. I did that so many times in the past, but now I've been getting my ass up. And one of the first things I do in the morning is journal. That's usually one of the first things I do. And brush my teeth, take my dog out for a walk. Sometimes have breakfast. More of a lunch and dinner guy myself. I usually just have an apple in the morning or grapes, nothing major. But yeah, anyways. And just, create some routines, like, just meditate. That's what I've been doing. I try to meditate, like, at least, 10 to 15 minutes. I'll definitely, I recommend definitely some meditation videos, that helps with your mindfulness, and there's really good breathing techniques. And I'll definitely send them in the description for this video. That's for sure. Because I feel like a lot of people need to be mindful, because a lot of us are just so trapped in our own negative thoughts, and it's just so hard to really get out of those negative thoughts. And I feel like, breathing techniques and meditating, working out, being around people that make you happy, family, friends, people who love and care about you and, actually want you to succeed in life. And don't get so caught up in, toxic relationships, even if it's family and, friends of yours. If they're toxic and they always put you down, or they're just so negative and negative energy, and they just do dumb shit, and they're not there to have your back, and they're not willing to try to be consistent to get to know you as a person. My honest advice, cut them out of your life, because people like that are just emotional baggage that you don't need. You just gotta focus on you and just do what makes you happy, man. Like, focus on your goals. Like, if you want to get a new job, or if you already have a job and you want to get a promotion, just work out that. Take those small steps to really better yourself. And even with school, I'm trying to focus on that, with getting some schoolwork done. It's been a slow process, but I'm trying to focus on that. And some of my other priorities, my mental health goals, meditating, journaling, working out, trying to take some new risk, especially with this YouTube thing, just being myself, being my honest, authentic self, and just being honest about my flaws, because I've never been a good liar. I'm not gonna lie or be twisting my words and bullshit people. I'm just gonna be myself. And don't just try not to impress people. Like, that's what I tell myself, and I'm telling myself right now, along with you guys. Just try not to suck up to people and impress people who don't know you, and just don't try to make everyone like you, because the fact of the reality is that there'll be a lot of people out there that don't like you, that are jealous of you and hate you, that just want to see you fail. And those people, just ignore them, cut them out of your life. People like that are only gonna make you go into their own pit. They just dig a deeper hole for themselves. Yeah, so because I'm someone who's had relationships like that, with friends, even female friends. In the past, I tried to chase, and those relationships did not work out. At the time, I was really hard on myself, but now looking back, it was honestly for the better that those relationships didn't work out. And I'll admit, I made a lot of mistakes that I am not proud of, but it's a life lesson. It just wasn't meant to be, and I just gotta focus on me, one step at a time, and better myself and love myself first. But yeah. So yeah, I would definitely say those things are good things to work on for sure. and just try to be positive when you can. We all have bad days, you know. There's good days and bad days, but if you at least try to put in the effort to be positive and just watch some videos where, like, you know, positive affirmations. Like, for example, you know, positive affirmations like, I can do this, I'm bold, I'm confident, I'm grateful for the opportunities to learn from my mistakes and grow as a person, or overcome more obstacles or challenges. You know, stuff like that. I'm just, you know, putting it in my own words. And also things you're grateful for. Like, for me, a lot of times when I write in my journal, I say I'm grateful for my family, friends, my pets, having food on the table, you know, having a job, getting another chance at going to college, focusing on my education, as well as focusing on my mental health, you know, and also being grateful for being alive, because a lot of people don't have the luxury, you know, because the cost of living is fucked up in across the whole world, not just where I live, you know, not just in Canada, but like in many different other countries in the world. It's even worse, you know. The economy is crazy nowadays, especially, you know, because of COVID. But anyways, I got off topic. Yeah, like I was saying, love yourself first before you try to commit to someone else. That's what I'm learning, and just, you know, try to practice positive affirmations like what I said, and mantras. I'll just read some mantras that I wrote down in this 30 Days to Overcome Procrastination, a mindfulness program with touch of humor. I'll do a review on this book someday, and I'll do a review on this gratitude journal someday too. But I'm just doing a video where I talk about mindfulness, and I'll just point out some mantras from this book that I find to be very helpful that relates with mindfulness. So yeah, just some random ones. Thoughts are only thoughts, nothing more. Like what I mentioned earlier, negative thoughts are just your negative thoughts, and not those negative thoughts like I'm not good enough, or I'm not talented, or I'm not brave enough to do this, accomplish this goal, or I'm inferior to someone. Those are like, you know, just thoughts that get in the way of you pursuing your goals and your dreams. And all those, it's just, I'm gonna try to explain this the best I can. One side of your brain, this is the positive side, right here, and this is the negative side of the brain. The negative side of the brain is called Mr. Asshole, Mr. Jerkface. He's the bully. He always picks on you and calls you a pathetic loser, and says you're not going to do anything worthwhile with your life, and constantly talk you down. Pretty much the bully. Fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. But we all have those days where that Mr. Asshole, you know, mind controls us, fucks with us mentally, literally. But yeah, I just try to, I don't know, that's my own interpretation. There's people who could explain it better than me, but anyways, this side of the brain, Mr. Positive, Mr. Nice Guy. They just call him Mr. Nice Guy. He's nice, and he tries to help you build your confidence through, you know, trying to pretty much be like a older brother, or, you know, a mother or father, someone who's a positive figure, or even like a best friend. By just, you know, telling you, like, you know, you're human, you make mistakes, no one's perfect, there's nothing wrong with being different. Just be yourself and just do the things you're passionate about. It doesn't matter what if as long as it's something that contributes to society, if it's something that's actually good for society. Like, if you want to become a doctor, if you want to save people, save lives, if you want to become a teacher of any kind, if you want to teach like math, English, science, acting, teach people how to fight, you know, teach boxers, you know, professional boxers, or, you know, fighters, martial artists. If you want to protect animals, you know, if you want to fight for animal rights, you want to be animal rights activists, or, you know, help sick kids in Africa, you know, people who have cancer. Or you want to be a writer for movies, shows, books, mental health books, music, stuff that's actually contributing toward helping save lives. The list goes on. There's so many other different examples, but just try to use the positive side when you can to really help you build yourself into becoming the best version of yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do. But the fact of the reality is, the negative thoughts are never going to go away. That's just how it is. But there's a way for you to control those negative thoughts by listening to your positive thoughts more. Listen to Mr. Nice Guy more, and just try to tell Mr. Asshole to fuck off. Tell him to just go fuck himself. That's what I've been doing, and it's been working. But I still have some days where the Mr. Asshole kind of takes over a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna mention something. Got off topic. This other mantra: I do not need to hold on. I allow it to be lost. So basically, like I said, don't hold on to people in your life who aren't willing to put in the effort to be there with you, who want to, get to know you as a friend, and they just cut you off abruptly, ghost you, and they just aren't committed to at least being a little bit reliable, a little bit consistent. Just cut them out of your life and just try to focus on you, and just be there with the people who actually are willing to put in the effort to get to know you. And the sad reality is, most people come and go out of your life. That's something that I've been learning as of recently, because for a while I'll admit it, for a while I was in denial about that, and I was trying to keep a lot of these people in my life who I was chasing for, and a lot of them just ended up ghosting me because of reasons, and they just abruptly decided to end their friendships, a friendship, because they just couldn't commit. They couldn't at least try to be consistent and reliable, and life gets in the way. I get that, but it is what it is. It's not something that I can control. You can control. If you got people like that in your life, just let it go and just focus on you, and just surround yourself with positive, uplifting people who want to be there for you, because not everybody you meet is going to stay in your life forever. That's the unfortunate reality. So yeah, just let it go and just move on, grow. And I would also say, just work towards learning more about yourself. Always try to be positive and just dream bigger than yourself, by helping others. It could be like small tasks, like helping your mom with groceries, or even your siblings with some tasks like chores, or helping them with something you're good at. Like if you know how to read and write and spell, and they don't know how to read and write and spell as well, you could help them with that. Or even with math skills. A friend, it could be anyone that doesn't know how to do math as well as you. You could help them out with that by giving them like some examples and strategies. Or even people who can't see, who are visually impaired, blind people. Always helping out people like that, with the little guy, people who are less fortunate than you. It really shows that you're actually willing to help them, and you're not doing it just from the fame and fortune. You're actually doing it to make the world slightly a better place, and that's what I'm trying to do with YouTube. I just want to talk about myself and just talk about mental health, and just be me, and just try to spread awareness, because that's what I've been trying to do. And even my previous video talking about the disability intimacy book, my whole purpose of that review was to spread awareness, for people, with disabilities, and talk about your disability intimacy, and how there's so many different shapes and forms of disabled people who've gone through so many different challenges. We're not all the same. We all have our own struggles and journeys, and we all find intimacy in our own way. It doesn't even have to be romantic intimacy. It could just be intimacy with ourselves, self-love, or intimacy with family and friends, and even intimacy with things we're passionate about, such as our hobbies, like reading books. I'm passionate about that. I love reading books. When I was younger, I didn't like reading books, but I love reading books now. I love reading self-help books, and novels and comic books and listen to audiobooks. I love having those honest conversations with family and friends, and even meeting new people who have similar challenges and goals as me. And I love making those deep connections, because I'm someone that I will admit I do get emotionally attached. But I do like making those connections, and I don't want the world to just be so robotic, because I know the whole world now is so revolved around AI, artificial intelligence, and technology and shit. And a lot of times when you go to work and stuff, your work relationships are different from your personal relationships, because a lot of times most of the people at work you don't see outside of work. That's just how it is. And I made the mistake in the past of trying to get very, very close to my coworkers, and it just didn't work out. But anyways, I would say just we all make mistakes, and we all have challenges in our own way. But as long as you're just honest about who you are, and you don't try to put yourself above anyone else, and just be mindful of the fact that we're all human, we all make mistakes, and as long as you are willing to learn from those mistakes and move on, and just take it one step at a time. That's what I'm doing. I'm just taking some baby steps to work on me. One step at a time. And you don't have to tell everybody about what you're up to. You don't have to say every little detail, because that's what I was doing in the past. And you don't need to do that. I've learned that now. And music helps too. Like listening to jazz and soul music, that really helps make the brain feel more good about itself. Helps with positivity, and Mr. Nice Guy really gets your brain going with creativity. I love writing down creative ideas for content for my mental health channel or view channel, and listening to jazz and soul music, that really triggers my positive thoughts. I hope some of you guys get that same feeling too, because I definitely do. But anyways, this video is a bit longer than it needed to be, but I just hope you guys got something out of this video. And anyone that's out there listening and is going through a really rough time, with yourself, trying to find a purpose in life, with goals, or relationships, having bad relationships, or just struggling to find the self-love and self-care for yourself, I just want to let you know that you're not alone. Yes, I'm talking to you, the person who's watching this is going through some really tough shit right now. You're not alone. I've been in your shoes. We've all been there, and just do the best you can to work through your issues. Wherever it could be, talking to someone, just vent to someone you care about. It could be family, friends, even a therapist. That helps if it's a good therapist. And just try to work at it one step at a time, because there's always someone out there that cares about you. If you're genuinely a good person, you need to hear this, because I care about good people, and people who actually want to make a difference in the world, because that's my goal. I want to make a difference with my voice, and inspire others, and also uplift myself, give myself self-confidence. So the people who are listening to this, my family, friends, and strangers on the internet, I hope you guys got something out of this video. I just want to talk about mindfulness, and I'll send those resources in the description. So yeah, that's my dog. He has a lot of energy, but you can't see him, unfortunately. But yeah, that's all that I wanted to say for now, guys. I hope you all have a really good evening, good night, and a great weekend. This is TJ Blaque signing off. And if you guys liked the video and you guys found something positive out of it, please like the video and subscribe. So yeah, this is TJ Blaque signing off. Goodbye, everyone. Talk to you soon. Take care.